well, Mike did something he's not supposed to be. He's on a heat with no transport up north in Sandy and whatnot. I was like,
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah, there's like regulations with heat. You can't be outside. Even same as K9. It's literally the same thing.
I'll be honest, completely honest with you. I don't know if I've ever heard that and that has 100% never been enforced. So, because even if you're in city, you can ask city, somebody from city to come up there. So, they're just being petty between each other.
Yeah, they're going for tit for tat. Like they're trying to like pick at each other. But I'm noticing.
What is Mike doing? I'm more concerned with him than I am with the DFC.
So from my understanding, that Mike is trying to come off really aggressive. He wants to change things to his liking and his roles. Even Forrester agreed. I spoke with Forrester earlier today. It seems like Mike wants to be like 100% serious, no like playtime whatsoever. I'm like, it's not that deep. You can have fun here and there, but it doesn't need to.
Is he like that with Jamal? Or is he like that with everybody?
Hearing also with other people.
Because yesterday with Shane, he was like, you know what, we joke around and all this and that and blah 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 blah.
Shane held back. He didn't want to get aggressive. He didn't want to talk about it. He swallowed a hard pill and said, you know what, I'm gonna just leave it be.
Here's the thing, okay, Omega. Here's the thing. We're eventually going to make Mike a sergeant unless we don't know something. Okay, that's what command is looking at. So if he's not sergeant worthy, you guys as sergeant need to fucking tell us that.
Oh, I don't think he's ready right now.
I'm not talking about being ready. I'm not talking about it being anything. If he needs, because he's always on. He always has a time. He check marks everything that we see, but we are looking at paper. We're not fucking me. You get what I'm saying? We're just looking at paperwork. Okay. So you guys are our bread and butter. You guys need to tell us exactly like. And with Shane holding back, that's not good. It's not good at all.
Yeah, he was holding back. He when me and Zeppelin was driving up to BCSO, he was saying the whole thing. He just held back, and I agree with a lot of things Shane said, because the way how I've been realizing how Mike has been acting, it's like it's either his way or the hard way.
His way, the hard way, huh?
So like, I mean,
well, it's honest. I don't understand what that means, because honestly, it's our way. It's command's way, or it's nobody's way. At the very end of the day,
he wants to be on top and control everything, complete to precise T. And like, he does it, you're not alone. You can't just do things alone. He seems like he wants to be in command of all of it. That's why he comes off to me sometimes. The first day I met him, he didn't even know who I was. He started off in the back. And then when he recognized who I was, this is when he slowly backed off.
Well, he did the same thing to me the very first day I met him. And he, and I was telling him, like, relax what you're doing. I'm a lieutenant. Stop talking to me like that. Yada, yada, yada. So.
Yeah, it was basically the same thing. He didn't know anything about me. But then I let him be, because I can dismiss things that I don't care about it. Unless you try to push my buttons, he'll find out.
So him and Jamal Black are going back and forth, and he wants to punish Jamal for something that, honestly, I would have reacted the same exact way. Because you know as well as I do, those people come up to you and they see a cop. Oh, I'm going to kill my friend right in front of him and see what he's going to do. All right.
Yeah, they're literally friends.
And if that happened, I would do the same thing. I would just fucking let him be. I would just let his friend die out on the floor to a certain extent, depending on the situation. You get what I'm saying? And just like, yo, I'm just here to fix my car. Like, you guys are trying to make a ruse. You guys are trying to do this and all that. I'm not interested in it. But at the end, he was trying to get help, and the tow truck driver is just a fucking complete idiot. So that's my opinion about it.
Yeah, but it seems like they're both gonna go at each other. I just want to see how we continue going.
But Jamal Black does say a bunch of shit that is not needed. But Mike has a lot of command problems.
Yeah, and I think it's because whatever he does outside of here, he brings that in here. He talks about he's all this and all he's controlling this and that. And it's like, you can't bring the same energy everywhere else. It don't work. You can't apply the same thing everywhere. And I don't know, he would probably write me a 10-page paragraph just to complain about something. And I just sit there like, Zeppelin's always around me. He's like, why? Why does it read this?
Yeah, it's been. I mean, I haven't been here to see him be commanding or
Oh,
anything like that, but he does come off very strict. And so far, the way I have seen it is he's about as strict as like Wolf is. But I haven't been here to see
not Wolf's good side. Wolf's, but more on Wolf's side.
you know, um, but the like pettiness and the going back and forth.
The pettiness is needs to stop. You can be aggressive, but you can't be aggressive and petty.
Yeah, and I felt really bad for Shane because obviously Shane was really upset, but once we got in office, he didn't stand up for himself, and I just don't want Shane getting
And that also sucks because he did that. I mean, everybody.
And the other thing I realize about what Mike does, the attitude he will have in person or on duty or field. Go that way. We're busy.
I'm sorry. Do you need something? What's up, bud?
I had a guy call in trying to get a weapon. I didn't know if that was something I could do. One of you had to do
Oh
it.
yeah, 100% you could do that. Do you know how to do it?
No, I know that in his profile I put at the bottom when he gets it, what's the cost on that?
10,000.
How do I collect
10,000 for a regular?
You do. Yes.
Think fine.
Yep. Think fine.
Use fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So, what was I? Yeah, so like I realized Mike has a different personality. So on a field, whatever he's aggressive with towards someone, and when you confront him with other commands in front of him, it's a whole different reaction. It's not the same energy. He acts completely different when it is in front of everyone versus when all of us are there. And then the other thing, Jamal said a comment that that Mike has been leaking out information from BCSO to other officers outside of BCSO. Now I don't know how much true is it or what these.
What does that even? Number one, doesn't even fucking matter. Okay,
the other thing that could be shared is like text messages or screenshots.
And what information are we sharing that makes an impact?
I have no clue.
Because at the end of the day, we are all the same department.
Yeah, across the grapevine, apparently SPD don't even like Mike Perello. The other place I was gonna set my Perello, from my understanding, is basically SCST. But I can tell you, SCST is gonna butt heads. Specifically, Mike and Wolf are gonna butt heads to each other if Mike continues with the trajectory he's currently in. And I spoke to Forrester today, and Forrester's like, "Yeah, I don't like how this is going. They need to either squash whatever it is or part ways and go different departments."
It seems like he's having problems with a bunch of people in the department, which sucks because, like I said, paperwork side, that's what we're looking at. In my opinion,
I genuinely think, and this is just me like throwing spaghetti at a wall. I have really no say. I think what maybe would have to happen is having one-on-one talks with the people who have been having issues and letting Mike hear them and go from there.
That's what yesterday was.
Like some people are how do I word it? It seems like some people are having issues and then they tell someone else and suddenly that person's like, oh, because of this now I have an issue. And it's like dominoing.
Jamal.
I'm officially at $0, boys.
Jamal Black.
Oh my god.
What is your issue with Mike Perello?
What issue?
You don't have an issue with him at all?
No, I got no issue. Why is there an issue?
You're fine with him? I'm asking you. Is there an issue?
I'm chilling,
What's your opinion about him then?
One sec.
Come back later. There's no transports.
Come back later, Cody.
What's your opinion about him?
Are you busy?
Come back later.
He's too serious.
Yeah.
And any little thing he brings up and he blows out of proportion.
Can you explain to me how does that happen?
I don't know. I don't know how to describe how that happened.
Talking about him. Yeah, he's right there.
It's fine. I'll ask him in front of you guys. I mean, I'm a very transparent person. Doesn't really matter to me.
I heard he was gonna transfer, but then
when did you hear that?
And he would Omega.
When did you hear it? Today?
Oh yeah, today. This morning before.
Omega. When did you hear that? Yesterday?
Yep. And he said it in front of everyone on the field with Bank Case.